Gunfreaknation Salute. I want to give this one is kind of hard, man. Rest in peace to Kimani, the 13-year-old who was unalived in Ohio by her no good, disgusting father who sexually assaulted her and dismembered her. People tell me, why you call people, savages? This is a prime example of a savage. So I want to take a moment of silence for Kimani, 13 years old, unalived and sexually assaulted by her women. You must get armed. Ain't no if, buts about it. Ain't no restraining order is going to save you. I hate it every time when I see it or read about it. They tell you to go to the police station and, fill out a restraining order, and that's supposed to protect you. No, restraining orders is not going to protect you. What's going to protect you is going to purchase a firearm, a gun. But for some crazy reason, you will never ever see that on the news. You will never ever see that on TV of getting women armed to protect themselves, to defend themselves. Because you can go and get that restraining order all you want. That's just a piece of paper. If that savage got ill intent to unalive you or do great harm to you, that piece of paper will not stop the perpetrator. It will not stop him or her. So you need to get armed. Now, this 13-year-old girl, this teenager basically, was kidnapped by her own father, man. The latest reports that I've seen, they caught him in another city, and he had a shootout with the police in that city, and they shot him, but he survived it. I wish they would have just sent him to Funky Town. He don't deserve to be here right now. He don't. My personal opinion, when you harm a child, you should be deleted. That's just my personal belief. So many women have been unalived and, assaulted, and no one really speaks on what needs to be done. Like I said before, all that restraining orders, that's not going to protect you. What's going to protect you is buying you a gun, training with that gun, because at this point you should know that you're dealing with a crazy motherfucker. And I get it. When you first meet a guy, and it can go both ways. It's crazy women out there too. So you need to protect yourself too. Anybody that's a threat against your life, you got to put them down, no matter what the gender is, okay? But I get it. When you meet somebody for the first time, everybody is going to be on their best behavior. No doubt about it. They're going to be on their best behavior. And then you start to see those little red flags going to turn into some big red flags. And, by that time, you know you're dealing with a crazy person. And when he's stalking you, and he's, you know, you look out your window, and you know, he's standing, you know, he's standing outside looking up at you, and you looking down at him. That's when it's time to get armed. Not time to go down. I'm not telling you not to get a restraining order. That will help you if you have to put him down. But I'm just giving you the real. You got to put him down, because if you don't put him down, guess what? He gonna put you down. Now, I don't know for the life of me, why would a father do that to his own daughter? That's a sick individual, man. Disgusting, vile. And if it was up to me, he would be terminated on sight. This world is crazy. Apparently, a lot of people walking around right now oblivious to the dangers that's in this world, man. You could have a predator like that, a savage like that, literally living next door to you, or bump into one, and you need to be prepared. I saw a report that said it's a woman being assaulted like every 15 seconds. A woman, some kind of way, is being a victim of some type of violent assault. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, first and foremost, I got a lot of love for you. And you need to have a lot of love for yourself. Love yourself enough to figure it out, to get armed. If you are in a domestic violence situation, get help. You know, just Google it in your community, in your neighborhood. You know, I'm pretty sure numbers, you know, places is going to pop up, but I'm telling you, they're not going to suggest you getting armed. What's going to get armed if you want to make it through this? And I'm giving you the real. I'm telling you the facts, man. Get help, but also get a gun, because that's what's going to save your life. Not the police, not your pastor, not the deacon, not the next door neighbor, not your best friend. At this point, your gun needs to be your best friend. That's going to be your protector. Because I guarantee you, if you don't have a gun and you're dealing with a domestic violence situation with a savage, and you didn't know he was a savage, but he's proven to you that he's a savage, and you in your home, and this motherfucker kick in your door or bust out your window and climb through, and you don't have a gun, you're gone. At that point, you are at his mercy. You're gone. So what I suggest, the better scenario is you at home and you got your gun, and when that bastard kick in your door or bust out your window to climb in, you can blow his ass right back out your door, blow his funky ass right back out the window. If he catches you leaving your job, if he catches you at the store, then you know what you got to do to put that threat down. Not only do I suggest you get a gun, but get you a concealed carry permit where you can carry it on you, because a lot of them want to catch you out there in them streets and kidnap you, or just do, you know, But that broke my heart. This child did not deserve what happened to her. And it happened to be at the hands of her own father, man. How sick and twisted and demented and evil and demonic that bastard is. And like I say, I wish the police would have sent him to Funky Town. I wish they would have deleted him. One thing I despise, those are pedophiles, people that want to do harm to a kid, and people that want to do harm to innocent women. You know, like I say, violence, it goes both ways. I've seen incidents where men are being abused and, domestic violence inflicted upon them. You know, it's a lot of crazy ass women out there. You know, you just gotta know who you dealing with. Be careful who you bring around your kids. Be careful who you get pregnant by. Because you got some women and some men, once it happened, oh, give me a second chance, baby. I love you. I didn't mean it. Nah. The minute that you give that second chance, it's going to happen again. And it's going to keep happening. And in some cases, man, ain't no coming back when you really, really try to leave them. And so many women in the last couple of years, at least about 10 to like 13, 14, 15 women was unalived right here in my city and surrounding areas. One of them got unalived coming out of a hotel with her new boyfriend. The ex was waiting on him. Another one was unalived at her job, leaving the hospital. She worked at a hospital. It was two that was unalived at their jobs. One worked at a hospital. The other one worked at a dealership. We had one that the savage broke up in her house, and she ran off and left her daughter, he kidnapped her. I think the girl was only like 3 years old. And he kidnapped her and unalived her, man. I'm telling you, I don't mean to be the doom and gloom person, but I'm telling you what is going on right here in the world right now, where we dealing with these savages, and they got to be dealt with before they deal you the fatal blow that takes your life. Now, I'm giving you that scenario. If you watching this and you dealing with somebody that's threatening you and they stalking you, it's only going to escalate. No restraining order is going to save you. No, if you in your home and that bastard gain entry into your house and you don't have a gun, or would you rather have a gun and be proficient with it and train with it, so when that time comes, you can put that threat down? Because you don't want to have a knife or a bat or some mace or a taser. That versus a gun, you're not going to win that fight. You want something when they coming in, or when that bastard coming in, you want to make him go roll. You want to make him turn his ass back around. Because if he coming in there and he breaking in, or he trying to confront you out in the street, you already know what time it is. He got bad intentions. And he mean you no good. So women, please, if you love yourself, if you don't want to be deleted off this planet, you got to protect yourself. Don't depend on no police. Don't depend on a restraining order. Like I said, that's just a piece of paper. Love yourself enough to send him to hell. Send him to Funky Town. where he rightfully belong. I love you. Gunfreak Nation, listen. Stay armed. Stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous. And keep your head on a swivel. You know, be alert of your surroundings. Pay attention to who's watching you. Pay attention to see if you are being followed. You know, if you are ever in a situation where you feel uneasy and uncomfortable, man, that's a warning for you to remove yourself from that environment. Whatever situation it may be, get the hell out of there. Because shit can go left and go down just like that. I need y'all to be prepared at all times. If you already ready, guess what? You ain't got to get ready. You feel me? Anyway, Gunfreak Nation, I love you. Peace, love.